Hey everybody, my name is Jordan Graves. I'm about to do a presentation about the digestive system. I hope you enjoy it. So the process of the digestion basically starts in our mouth. Basically, we allow food into the oral cavity and we'll start chewing and start the breakdown of food. And that's how the whole digestion system and process gets started. The second part is about what the kind of digestion like we're doing. Basically, there's chemically and mechanically different types of digestion. Chemically is all the food, all the enzyme come and break down the food for nutrition. Then you got mechanically, that's all the chewing, all the movement, muscle movement through your esophagus, through your small intestine, large intestine, and out and everything to your anus. Then there's an absorption. Absorption is all the nutrition, all the chemical digestion, and it all pushes your blood and your tissue. And elimination is all the all the other stuff that couldn't be absorbed, and we'll eliminate it from our bodies. So I'm gonna talk about the components of the digestion. So I'm gonna talk about the first part. Gonna be about the mouth. Okay, the mouth is where everything gets started. You know, you hungry, you just want to eat something. So that's how the whole digestion system, digestion gets started. So, you know, everything's broken down by mechanically digestion, by the chewing and all the saliva enzymes, and your tongue manipulates it, and that's where all your taste buds happen on the tongue, and all the food molecule and the saliva into a lump called the bolus, and that's basically all the stuff that's messed up your food, saliva. So it'll be easier for your body so it can go down the esophagus. So next we're gonna talk about the salivary gland, and there's three of them. There's parotid, the submandibular, and the sublingular gland. And most of the saliva from the oral cavity using salivary ducts. I'm sorry, kind of nervous, but saliva helps moist the food when you're chewing, and it forms the bolus. Like I said, it helps. It's like it moistens everything together, so it make it easier to go down your throat. So we're gonna talk about the esophagus. The esophagus is a 10-inch long, and it's between the pharynx and the stomach, and it secretes mucus, and it moves food from the throat to the stomach using muscle movement. So we're gonna talk about the stomach. Stomach is basically a pouch-like organ where it stores food of about 2 to 4 hours, and it's divided into four areas: the cardiac, the fungic, the body of the stomach, and the polytic. And it contains a thick fold of rigid at its layer, so it'll be able to expand and secrete and digestion and all the absorption it does. Just think as it like a balloon. When you blow it up, that's all the food you taking in. Then when you let all the air out, it comes back to regular size. So all the air, all that food you taking in, it expand. Now when everything goes away, absorption, all the breakdown and stuff like that, it shrinks all back down. So now we're gonna talk about the small intestines. Small intestines, basically, it's 20 feet long. You know how long 20 feet is? So, and approximately 1 or 2 in diameter. And it consists of the 3 parts. The duodenum, that's 10-inch long. It receives digestive enzymes from the pancreas and bile from the liver and the gallbladder. So, and then the second part is the duodenum is 8 feet long, and most of the digestion and absorption happens through there. And the last part is the ileum. It's 12 feet long. Help pushes waste through the large intestines. So, and to continue, the small intestine, it produces digestive enzymes. It contains thousands of little villi, which are microscopic thin structures, where it helps absorption through the small intestines. And now we're in the large intestines. And it includes the sacrum, the colon, the rectum, and the anus. Basically, the function of the large intestines is basically it absorbs water, absorbs vitamins, it protects you from infections, and produces antibodies. Basically, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. So it prepares waste as a solid stool. It absorbs water from the solid stool. It breaks down undigested sugars and fibers into fatty acids. It prevents harmful bacteria from being absorbed to the body. That's very important, because just think of all the chemicals in the food that we be eating, and some of the stuff is just not. It's not edible. It's not. It just don't help the body. So that's why we use it. That's why it's so important for the large intestine to filter everything out. And secondly, it produces antibodies. Basically, help the immune system. Like I said before, everything is not good for us, and we gotta protect ourselves. That's why everything. That's why this system is very important. And now we're in the rectum. Rectum receives the stool from the colon, basically the large intestines, and it'll send a message to the brain, like when it should be released, or when it can, when it can be released, or what's coming out like gas. It sends signals, determine when it needs to be released. And I know I said there's multiple parts to the digestive system, but it also needs help from other organs. So from the liver, it needs help. The liver, it just needs help from other organs, like the liver, the pancreas, and the gallbladder. The liver produces bile, and it breaks down old blood cells and help filter out toxins and waste. The gallbladder, it stores bile from the liver, and it secretes bile through the duodenum, through the bile duct. And the pancreas, It produces enzymes to digest fats, carbohydrates, and proteins, and regulates blood sugar by releasing insulin. Um, we also have common diseases that come with the digestive system. So I'm gonna list that out because some hit home, some hit like regular people. Just so anorexia, lack of loss of appetite of food. So we see that in school and younger adults all the time. The dysphagia is a painful eating and difficult swallowing. Like, then we got polyphagia, excessive overeating due to overreact thyroids and or a mental illness, psychiatric illness. Dysphagia is a mild temporary, sometimes with gas and nausea. And then we also got diarrhea. That's a normal one that comes with this. Basically, it's an abnormal freak loose and sometimes water feces. And celiac disease is an autoimmune disease and a toxic reaction to gluten as found in certain grains like wheat, oats, and stuff like that. Common procedures that usually happen is nasogastric tube. That's basically a feeding tube. They put in your mouth, so they can feed you if you're unconscious and stuff like that. It's through the nose. Basically, if they have to drain anything or pump your stomach for anything like that. Anti-acid drug is basically for heartburn. I was like anti-diarrhea drug. That's basically to slow down, to treat diarrhea. And biopsy. Sometimes they use our biopsy from our stool to try to figure out what's going on. Because some things might not be, you might not be able to figure it out. There's some interesting facts about the digestive system, so I'm gonna go over that. So here we go. Digestion is especially important for nutrition, energy, and cell repair. I did not know that. Cell repair is very important. That's all we replace our cells about every single day. So basically, that's how we really just keep on going and in our bodies and stuff. The stomach don't play the biggest role in digestion. The small intestine does all the absorption. There's a funny one. You can eat upside down if you didn't know that. The stomach growls when you're not even hungry. It just growls. And another last one is the stomach must protect itself from acid. You might be thinking, acid? The stomach has its own acid? Yes. So that's why it has to protect itself from it. And thank you for listening to this presentation. I know I sound kind of off, but I was kind of nervous, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you.